Hi, my name is Stephanie Jones, sorry. I just got married a couple months ago, so I'm still getting used to my new last name. You may know me on Instagram or Facebook or Etsy as Prettyknitty in the Big City. I also have a blog on WordPress, and I go by Prettyknitty there. I like to write blog posts about the projects I'm working on, my experiences doing stuff and events in the fiber community of Vancouver regional area and the Fraser Valley. I write a lot of things. Sometimes it's just nonsense, but it's fun. I like it. I don't do a lot of this video blogging stuff, but it is fairly popular, so I figured I would attempt to do a couple videos. We just got a camera that's similar to a GoPro, so we get to play around with that kind of stuff. Now, I do have several projects that I would like to show you that I have been currently working on. The first one is over here, and it is my, you can see this, a small stack of sweaters. There are 3 sweaters in this, and they are the Flax Sweater by Tin Can Knits. It's a very easy beginner knitting pattern. So you can see I have this small one. This is for my daughter Isabel. She is 2 years old right now, well 2.5, and this is the size for 2 to 4 years old. Now, since I've made the sweater, I know that I'm going to have to frog it back a little bit because it didn't fit her lengthwise. It did fit her really nicely on the sides, but I'll have to extend that length before Christmas photos this year. And you can see on the side I've done a tree motif. Now this tree is done in a duplicate stitch, and that's just where you take yarn and you go over the stitches already made, layering on top, so it's double the yarn, and it gives a very nice look. It's very clean, it's very crisp. Originally I was going to do the pattern with the trees in an Intarsia done in the round, but I don't have enough experience binding off or twisting. I haven't found the knack yet, so my Intarsia is still a little loose, which causes the background color to come forward, and I didn't really like that look. But this, I did it on the first sweater I made, and you can see here these trees are done in Intarsia. This is for my oldest son, and if you look closely you can see that the orange yarn is peeking through the green. Now the trees do still look very nice, and this is all one single yarn. There's no double layer here, so it's quite nice as well. There's that one. And I have a 3rd child, so this is my son Max's sweater. He's my middle child. I did his sweater the same size as my oldest son, but it is smaller because I used a smaller needle gauge just to get a slightly different sweater. And he has 2 trees on his sweater, and they are done in a duplicate stitch. He also has several buttons. We went on the Woolith fair this year, and my children came with me because they thought it was a treasure hunt, and they got lots of buttons from people. It was very fun. I'm going to put those away. Now, the sweaters are part of a bigger project, my family sweater project for this year. I'm hoping to finish them for Christmas photos. So this is my husband's sweater. As you can see, it is a work in progress. I'm working on the main body of the sweater, and I'm almost at the sleeve separation. Really nice. And we have our lovely stitch marker. As you can see here, it is a mushroom. I make all of these stitch markers myself because I love them and they're very cute. If you're interested, I do sell them at my Etsy store. You can search Prettyknitty on Etsy or Kendal Art, capital KENDALART, capital ART. I will leave links to all of these sites underneath in the comments. So I'll put that one away. Now, as most people know, you don't just knit one project. You usually have like 4 or 5 on the go. So let's look at something else I'm working on. In this bag, this is from my first Knit City, by the way. I love these little project bags. I have been working on an amigurumi. It's crochet, and it's worked in the round. Right now, it just kind of looks like a beanie. You can see all my progress keepers, because in crochet you have progress keepers. Now all of those stitch markers that I make, they also can be turned into progress keepers, so keep it in mind. This is going to be a giant Totoro. He's a really cute character from, what's that guy's name? The guy that makes all the Totoro films. Makes Princess Mononoke. I'll leave that down in the comments too. We can't remember the name of him, but he's my favorite anime producer. So that's my Totoro. It's a long-term project. My current project that I'm working on constantly right now is a request from a mom whose son's in the same baseball team as mine. It's this giant blanket. It's just stockinette stitch. You can see the purl side or the wrong side and the knit side. It's made of Bernat blanket yarn. It's very soft, washable. My mom used to make blankets in it almost exclusively, and they hold up very nicely in the wash. The yarn looks pretty nice after several washes. My kids have them, so they get washed often. I had to make my own needles for this blanket. She asked for a rush job, and I was up to the challenge until I realized how woefully unequipped I was to do this. So these are 10mm bamboo needles that I had ordered when I was beginning off of the Wish website. I think I got them for like $2, a whole pack of them. And anyways, I used pliers and I cut off the end, which is just a knob, and then I took this cable, which is just your average TV cable. I sliced it open, cut off the end, cut off all the stuff inside, and then I used that to go on the end of this needle, and then I taped it. Now, it kind of works, but now that I've made the one, I would definitely tweak the design a bunch. As you can see here, it has these knobblies right here, and those snag yarn like nobody's business, so it's not a very smooth join. But it is serving my purposes for this blanket, which is all I need for right now. Yes, that's all I have to show you right now.